party, her cousins and them were here. And they were doing shotguns. Like, I didn't know what the hell shotguns was, but.
Well, for our audience, maybe they don't know. No, go ahead.
You may not want them to know.
But you know, and that kind of took me out, man, because that's not what I was into. I wasn't into that. And so we broke off, and then missed her, and we got back together, and she knew how to. Yeah, this is funny because we used to live about 4 blocks from each other, and I had a ground floor apartment, a garden apartment. 2 o'clock in the morning, I hear somebody tapping on my window, and it'd be her.
Booty call.
What the hell are you doing here? My first thing is, what the hell are you doing here at 2 o'clock in the morning?
Really?
That was my first thing was, hey, come on.
2 o'clock in the morning. My second thing was,
Come on in.
Come on in.
This went on and on for about at least 2 or 3 years or so. And then finally I just said, I can't deal with this anymore.
You said it?
Yeah, I did.
Good man.
I know it because I said the same thing with Karen. It's like, this will never work. This will never work. We got to stop.
I can't say I've ever been in one of those because I'm a cold kind of guy when you cross me, and when I end something, it's ended. I can be your friend and help you through some situation, but sexually, when it's all done and over with, I ain't got no words for you. It's over, and I'm moving on to the next person that I'm gonna have sex with. So, see, I don't have no time for 2 o'clock in the morning unless we done sat down and said. But for people I done dealt with, exes.
But don't come in my door at 2 in the morning because I could already be in conference.
Yes.
You got to call first and check the schedule.
You got to get on your schedule.
You're not the planner. I don't know. You might be messing up something else.
That's the whole point. I mean, the whole point of this is that even though this person is going in and out of your life, this person is still a major part of your life, and they know a lot of times that you're not in conference. I mean, they will come by unannounced.
Oh, no. I may be in conference.
Well, but they know that you're not. At least with me.
No, they don't know a damn thing. If they know with me, I could be.
Well, he's saying in his situation.
In my situation, they know I'm not in.
Well, you were in the lab. You're in the lab the rest of your life.
But, that's why I had said earlier, I wish I was those kind of hit it and run type people, because then I wouldn't get hooked up in that kind of shit.
But no. You don't have to be a hit it and run type person, because I'm not a hit it and run type person. I'm just a person I'm not going to stand still and wait for a woman to, I'm not going to stand around.
Yeah, but you talked about, if you're in a relationship that you really can't get out of it, you keep going back and forth.
You can keep
it's just strange in a way, because the title of your book is When a Black Man Loves.
Right.
Well, you're not into love.
Actually, I'm into love. It's just the women I love have not been the right women.
Well, then, love is a very special thing.
Love, you're right.
You're drifting away from the love aspect of it now.
No, you could be in love with someone. You could love someone, but they might not love you to the point you love them back.
No one ever does. It's never like that.
But understand this. You could be in love with that woman, but you may also know that woman got some issues that no matter what, you can't deal with.
So either you get past that and love her for what she is.
You can't get past it, because the thing is, you could be in love with someone, but if those issues are going to irk your sanity.
I have one issue. I've been quite finished all the book, but one issue, and you allude to the fact that somebody made the asinine statement that it's better to love at lost than never loved at all, and you said that's a foolish statement.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people don't feel that way. A lot of people genuinely believe this.
Well,
to have experienced love, a lot of people genuinely believe it's best to have experienced, even if you've lost, than to never experience it all.
But I question, did they actually experience love, or were they just in something for a minute?
Well, you can't question that.
You can't question that.
Only somebody can say. Only somebody can say themselves, "I was in love."
No, I can question anything, because when I'm an external person. I can ask you any type of question. Doesn't make it right or wrong. I can ask you that. If
love being such a nebulous thing is something you can pose a question, but ultimately, whatever answer you get is still subjective.
But don't you think it's subjective also to the point of your age and experiences, to where you realize what love really is?
But not really, because based on the age of the person going through their emotional
whatever it may be.
still
So
wasn't
for them,
love.
it's their
It still
reality,
wasn't love.
and for their growth process where they're at, that is love for their understanding. Now, as they get older and they're able to reflect upon that, then they may be able to question that. But for that time, that is their reality, so they can count that as It love. could have been lust and insecurity.
But wait,
For their understanding at that time, though,
It was
that,
love.
that was their understanding.
It was love.
y'all are making this too complex. For every man sitting here, this is how you're getting our response. I mean, you know, ultimately it comes back, yeah.
It may not initially start there, but I think we're always getting back to our own individual experiences.
Yeah,
and
I don't think the book
come out.
is mistitled at all.
No, I said the book was mistaken.
All of this conversation has to do with how black men love. And I mean, we've had, I don't know how many guys here, but we've had different views of how black men love. But I got to get back to you though, because I'm really having a hard time. I'm really having a hard time.
I mean, you gotta understand that that's a hard line to take. As a single, look, I'm a single black man, never married.
I understand your point. The point I'm not getting is that you use that as an example of being in a relationship with somebody that you knew wasn't going anywhere with it, and you still remained in that relationship. Now that's one factor. The other factor is that the person that you were in a relationship with is somebody diametrically opposite of what you want. Somebody who has a child.
But hold on.
My question is, if you know this and this is so strong with you, now why did you put yourself in this position in the first place?
Well, hold on. Let me. The question comes from the fact that I dealt with a woman that I met maybe about 6 years ago. Okay, I met that woman. I was actually attracted to her from the time I met her. She was in a relationship, so nothing happened. I asked her a couple questions. I knew she wasn't the one, but it had nothing to do with the fact that I was still attracted to her. So when the time came and she was not in a relationship, we started to see each other. Now, we saw each other, and I really was attracted to her. She was attracted to me the whole 9 yards. But I knew there were certain things about her which me on a long term couldn't deal with. But still, maybe because my life has two sides, that part of me was like, take the happiness where you can take the happiness. And know until you can find that permanent situation where you're really going to commit to, you'll still be happy.
That's the wrong attitude, though.
But was this a mutual?
Is it the wrong? No, it was a mutual because she knew from the door. I told her, I said, look, from the door, you are not the one for me. We can deal with each other. We can have a fun time. The funny thing is, when she finally found someone else because she didn't think I did love her, it really hurt. And I did everything to win her back.
Well, she probably did think you didn't love her. You told her she wasn't the one.
But
what was she supposed to think?
I expressed in the 3 years that transpired, I expressed my love for her in different ways that it should have been.
Well, it apparently wasn't the way that would get through to her. Apparently wasn't the way that connected with her. Whatever you did wasn't what she thought love was. It wasn't her thing.
But then, in hindsight, she does realize that those things were love because the people who quote unquote claim they loved her never did those things.
Yeah, but I'm still having
the personality. The woman showed, hey, I'm trying to handle my business. I'm trying to do this. Yes, I have this son.
So she had a lot of stuff going for her.
Right, and because she came a long way from where she once was.
As black men, we are a lot of fathers floating around. It says when a black man loves, we are black men. So this is part of the.
I'm not having a problem with that. I'm just letting you guys know that I realize and understand that is the issue that I'm dealing with, which is not an issue I want to deal with. I put that on the table with her. She's like, okay, I understand. And we discussed, whether we're going to move on. We became friends. The sex went out. And like I said, there are numerous times where she can call me 2, 3 in the morning. My girlfriend can't call me that kind of time if she's not there to talk about, hey, I'm seeing so-and-so, he did this, and this. Look, you better be playing.
All I'm saying is there's a whole lot of good black women out there with a kid.
And
that's all I'm saying.
And I don't disagree with you.
That's all I'm saying.
However, you can't date Edwin Pace.
I understand what you're saying.
And it's just because I know.
Well,
like today.
Wait. Back up. You can date Edwin Pace if
you're right. You can't long-term
situation is right.
You can't get into a committed relationship with him.
That's what we got.
But you gotta have some fun. That in the same text, I'm not looking to fall in love with you. I'm not looking for you to fall in love with me. We may